Good afternoon to you all, my great and wonderful and superb friends around the globe. This is me, Amechi Eke, broadcasting from Ebonyi State, Nigeria. It's such a nice day, a sunny afternoon, no doubt, here in Nigeria. People have been complaining of serious heat and the rest of uncomfortable situation because of the heat. The sun is so harsh, but that's just the season. So very soon now, the rain is going to start and start fully. Anyway, that's nature. So this afternoon, we'll be looking into something of real value or something that is, when you look at it, you may want to think more about it, and that is being realistic in whatever we are doing. So this afternoon, I'm going to start it this way. Think of someone you know very well, such as a close friend. I want you to have this in mind. Someone you know very well, such as your close friend. One, how did that friendship develop? I mean, how did you start? And what gave you the confidence that your friend remains true to his personality or what he claims to be? No doubt about it, you need to know that friend's name. You need to know that friend's personality. You need to know that your friend's likes and dislikes, as well as what he or she has done and plans to do, and so many other things about that very person. No doubt, that is what drew you close to that person, and you come to appreciate the person, how he does whatever things he do, and things like that. And so now, how do you measure an opportunity? Okay? How do you measure a real opportunity when you come across it? One, you have to look at the stability. Two, you have to check the track record. Three, you have to verify to some reasonable extent what is behind the day-to-day running of it, and that comes with personality involved. Okay, but sometimes due to the nature of things, how things ought to be or how it is going to work on, getting to know the personality involved may not be the answer or the real issue at stake. But how is that thing working if for some reasons the personality involved choose to remain anonymous? Today we drive cars that all we just know is nothing but the brand name. Who is behind the manufacture of that very car? We don't know. Who fixed the tire? Who fixed the light? Who fixed the interiors? Who did this and every other thing? Those things doesn't really matter. What matters is the brand name. And that is the brand that we are proud of. Whenever, okay, I'm using a Volvo car. Oh, my car is Mercedes. Oh, mine is Nissan and things like that. But individually, who and who? They have names, but it may not. It's not necessary, and that is the fact. Sometimes, for us to continue with what we are doing, getting to know some certain details may not really be necessary, and so it goes with our community here in TBC. Some people are busy trying to figure things out. They may be right. I want to know who and who are behind TBC. I want to know the admin or the admins personally. I want to know their track record. I want to get every fact about them so that I'll know who I'm dealing with. You may be right, but based on the issue at stake, it may not be necessary. Because if TBC is like a car, it already has brand name. So looking at the individuals behind those who worked in various parts of the car to make it what it is before you can be able to ride it or you can purchase it. You may be dragging or it doesn't really call for that. And so it goes. So when you know someone, the ability to work with the person goes on and on. But here, we've been trying to help people to see the benefits of doing what you are doing and having it done rightly. When it comes to TBC, the TBC administrators have really done so much to put as big as TBC before us. And no doubt, we are benefiting from it. We see so many hands coming on board to project this big opportunity before people. We see so many people from different parts of the globe using their languages to help their own people understand the concept of TBC. All these things, when we look at how they work together to remain focused in this very goal that helps people to do things rightly. And when you look at it very well, you find out that TBC is a great project. We are looking at or using instances of other things that we know. Take for instance, what we have as multi-level marketing today. Some people unknowingly, oh, after all, this is network marketing. TBC is also an internet-related something. It's network marketing. You bring this, I bring that. No, it doesn't work that way. TBC is money itself. Okay? We have known it. We have gotten different instances. Before, it used to be post offices that we can be able to send our letters through. Even while post office were working much more back then, we still use alternative. That alternative is I'm here in Ebonyi State and probably have someone in Lagos I want to send a letter to. Instead of going to post office and I see someone who is going to Lagos, I easily hand the person the letter. So please, when you get to Lagos, help me give this letter to this person. And that is it. And that is it. So we should stop behaving as if TBC does not make sense. We should stop behaving like that. People are getting confused on reasons why we don't just know why it has to be so. So I started with the reason why we have to have confidence or what drew us close to our friends. This is 3 years plus now in TBC. We have seen so many upgrades, so many changes. And what are those changes for? Number one, you have to understand that change is constant in life. Without change, we remain stagnant. And stagnant water, we know, does what? Smells. So TBC has never been tried before. It's a new concept altogether. And as such, there are bound to be some adjustments. And what are those adjustments for? Adjustment to really make it work according to how it is intended. I want to believe strongly that yes, The admin has this very idea in his head. And to be sincere with every one of us here, what admin is seeing today, I believe what most of the things he saw at the initial stage of this, most of the things he saw back then is not what he's seeing today. And that does not distract him from where he's driving TBC to. He's just learning day by day as things unfold and technology changes. We have to be in constant amendment. And when you realize that despite all these changes, what is happening, TBC is still very much on course. We take for instance, you are driving a car, probably a manual gear. You are going from here to Onisha or somewhere else. You start, you select your gear and put it to gear one and move. Depending on the speed and how clear the road is or how rough the terrain may be, you continue to adjust. So adjusting your gears, selecting from 1 to 2, 3 to 4 and things like that, does it mean that you are losing focus? You are not losing focus. All that you are doing is just to keep in control, keep within pace of where you are going, not trying to lose focus, because you can't say, okay, gear one, let it take me to any place I'm going. No. TBC has been very flexible. And that flexibility is what is keeping us going. But those who are impatient, they are not following things up. And it shouldn't be that way. When we are patient and realize that most of the programs, new programs now that we are seeing in TBC, admin really have our best interest at heart, because they want us to feel the importance of carrying ourselves as TBCians. We see the Bangladesh people, we see some sincere Nigerians, we see Cameroonians, we see uh, other parts of the world, other countries, the Philippines. In fact, they are all doing great, trying to help people see the benefits of doing things TBC way. TBC is not just about the wealth. TBC is all about sincerity and clarity of purpose, doing things how they should be done. And tell people that TBC is very, very far from what we see around the world today in terms of different opportunities. Opportunity is just a way, most of the opportunities we're seeing today is to just call you and milk you dry. But what are we seeing in TBC is a way of helping people to really appreciate coming into abundance. Some people are wrongly getting this thing that, okay, why not let it be free? Anything that you get by free, most of the things you get free, you don't value it. And now look at, the admin is asking for just $10 yearly back office fee or something like that. The rest money you make from TBC is your own. Now, admin is not even asking you to give him or her part of that which you are making. It's for you to keep yourself sustained until this becomes fully liquid, so that you don't lose, the person who purchased from you don't lose, and it goes that way. It's already, the future is even closer, because Mbederic is working very hard with his team. We also see what is happening in the Philippines, where merchants are being introduced into the community. So all these things works to really prove to us that TBC is real. People should stop believing lies. People should start doing the right thing, because we are in for a big change, and that change is already happening. Different countries of the world are now looking into cryptocurrencies. Why are they looking into it? Because they've seen that it is the best way of doing it. And again, you talk about cryptocurrencies, that still have attachment with fiat monetary system, you still find out that the fluctuation still affect them. What happened to Bitcoin? Many people don't like it. It's really frustrating. But notwithstanding, they compare it with fiat money. You find out that the ease of transacting with it keep people, kept them going no matter the hindrances, no matter the challenges. But then now you are given an opportunity to come into abundance, a situation whereby what you feared in your past transactions is no longer there. That is, in TBC, you are not afraid of saying, oh, today's dollar rate is up. Okay, let me quickly buy because tomorrow it might, it is down. Let me quickly buy so that it might go up. It's not like that. In TBC, you have that peace of mind. Nobody's hurrying you. Nobody's questioning you or dragging you or kind of stressing you unnecessarily. With TBC, you have whatever you have in your account go up on daily basis. Can you imagine something like that? But people prefer to believe lies. People choose to allow what people have been using selfishly to enrich themselves to be more attractive to them than what can give them leverage. Why must they continue to give themselves unnecessary headache when they have opportunities such as TBC? Please, friends, if you have TBC, protect it. If you don't have, you are still sitting on the wall, please disregard those people who don't know what TBC is and ask questions from those who are constantly talking about it. Go to TBC blog, go to the Kringle Cash, you see many people talking about it. You can select, you can find them in YouTube. Okay? There's no day that much articles, videos, interviews, and things like that are not being done about TBC. So if TBC is something to be afraid of, those days are gone. That would probably be 2017, not even 2018. But we are already seeing something as real, as genuine as TBC. So what stops us from taking the bold step? Don't think or feel that you are giving somebody your money for nothing. Count it a privilege because that person who is even giving you TBC, Kringles, in exchange for your $100 or $500, the case may be, you stand to gain much because TBC admin is going to reward you hugely for doing that little transactions. So why not come on board and do the right thing? And for those of us who are already in here, we have other things we are using to manage ourselves. We cannot go TBC by becoming a full-timer trying to get others involved. See, I am doing the little I can just to make sure that we have things done rightly. Look at this. I have to print this out and I'm sharing it. And people are beginning to take me serious about TBC. So why not print the ID card, which is automatically done for you, and go about your business professionally? Stop fearing what people will do to you or what people will say. Look, if people don't talk about you, you are nowhere to be found. Let them talk about you. It is only when they are talking about you that they will see you that yes, you are doing something that makes them to talk about you. But let it be the right thing. Don't allow people to talk about you negatively. And when you are doing something that will help you to become someone in life, why should you be afraid? Don't allow the naysayers, those who are confused, to determine your pace in life. Okay? So friends, Embrace TBC. And if you're already in the community, try to help others come into the abundance. Don't be a lonely millionaire. Okay? We are not afraid of what is already happening around the world because of how people are running helter skelter, fearing the collapse of financial market or whatsoever. No, come to TBC and learn to treat people with respect. Don't behave like